All right, there are 4 signs that I want to give you today for hope that you are healing from betrayal trauma. The first sign is that you are actually able to depersonalize this betrayal. And ultimately, what that means is that you are no longer taking any sort of responsibility that you could have done something different to stop this from happening. That you recognize that your partner's decisions are theirs alone, and this doesn't have any meaning about you. Now, that doesn't mean that you didn't need to grow in something or you don't need to grow in something, but that means that ultimately your partner's choice to betray you is about them and them alone. The second thing that we look for to know if you're healing from betrayal trauma is that you are able to grieve instead of continuously be triggered. Now, you might say, what is the difference between those two things? They are vastly different. When you are triggered, your thinking brain is no longer online. You're lost in your amygdala. You're in a fight, flight, freeze, or fawn response. Ultimately, it's danger. Grief is I can actually sit with the pain of my losses and process them through. I'm present in my thinking part of my brain and I'm present in my body. Even though there might be a level of dysregulation, it doesn't mean that it's disconnected dysregulation, which is very different. A trigger is disconnected dysregulation. And ultimately, a brain that feels safe has the capacity to grieve. This is what Dr. Jake Porter has taught us over and over and over. You cannot grieve when you are in survival mode, and a trigger is survival mode. Grief is not survival mode, it's processing. The third thing that you can look for to know if you're healing is that you are well boundaried. Now, I'm not talking about walls, I'm talking about boundaries, meaning that you will no longer tolerate people who betray you, and you will listen and trust your gut going forward. You're not going to gaslight yourself out of the reality to stay in relationship. You are going to respond with boundaries if something is violating you. And the fourth thing is post-traumatic growth. Ooh, this is the one that gets me excited. You're looking at what post-traumatic growth looks like. When you go through betrayal and you can now be healed and feel good in yourself and create something new for yourself. Create new meaning in your life. That you decide, I'm not going to be a victim, but I'm going to be somebody who is victorious. Even though this was so painful and detrimental in so many ways, I'm going to choose to create something for me that I feel is worth living for. This might look like a career change, a new hobby that you may not have been able to do before because you were too scared. This might be looking like taking that trip. Whatever post-traumatic growth looks like for you, it is a positive step in directions that make you feel good and secure about yourself. I hope this helps you to know where you're at in the journey.